Y'all know the name.
What's crack-lacking, boys and girls? I am Matinho, and welcome back to some more Project Cars. This is a race I ran with the Apex Stalkers guys around the Dubai circuit in the GT3 cars. So this is going to be playing on screen. It was a fun race. It was very close. The main reason for this video is it's just basically a little chat with you guys, because I don't engage with you enough, I don't think, and I would like to. I would like to engage with you more than I have been. So first thing on the agenda, and I've got a list here. Project Cars 2. So, it hasn't gone down swimmingly, admittedly, and I'm one of those ones that was a little bit annoyed that they've announced it. Now, I'm under no illusions that when a game is successful, they're not all, thinking about sequels and so on. But the fact of the matter is, this one's only just been released. There's still problems with it, and now it seems like, well, we know there's problems with this game, but we want to do a second one, so could you give us some more money? Oh, no, fix this one first. Oh, we will, but could you just... No. That's what annoyed me personally. I mean, other people will probably have other opinions on it. Now, again, I'm under no illusions thinking that game developers, a month, you know, a few weeks after the release of a successful game, I'm under no illusions believing that they're not thinking about a sequel, but they don't announce it. You know, you very rarely hear of a sequel being announced a month after the release of the initial offering. It's very rare you hear that. And the fact that the crowdfunding again, considering that these games run for like 40, 45, maybe £50 a pop, depending on where you are, that's anywhere between 40 and 50 million pounds they've earned off this. Now, I know they're not getting all of that money. I know they're not. There's distributors and there's licensing fees for the various cars and tracks they have in here, and you know, there's also the publishers and blah blah blah. So everybody's got their hand in this great big pot, looking to get their share. So again, I'm not under no illusions for that. But again, at the same time, their earning potential for this game hasn't just come to a shuddering halt. There is DLC. It does cost money, but I can't imagine they're going to be selling DLC at a loss. It's not fiscally responsible, and that's a term you'll never hear me use again. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing. You know, I'm happy with that they are thinking of a sequel and that they are bringing out things that I believe probably could be DLC worthy. To be honest with you, in all honesty, things like hill climbs. It's just basically a track. Rallycross, that would be harder. That would take a lot of work, to be honest with you, because obviously you have loose surfaces as well, which takes a hell of a lot more work to kind of factor in, as opposed to just regular tarmac. So that's fine. Band racing cars is something else they've kind of mentioned as well. So again, I would love to see those in a DLC. You know, offer them as a DLC. I'll pay for a DLC. So hopefully, again, while I'm a little annoyed, I hope they get things like the Tyrrell six-wheeler, the Brabham fan car. Those would be fun to see and play with. But again, I think they could have gone about it differently. I mean, if you look at Fallout New Vegas when it was released, it was brilliant. It was fantastic. I loved it. A load of other people loved it. And then for basically 4.5 years, there's been absolutely no mention of Fallout 4. There's been rumours, there's been snippets, there's been speculation, and a few falsehoods from people who are just looking for attention, basically. Pertaining to a new game. And then at E3 this year they announced it. It's coming out in November, which is basically 6 months from the announcement to the release. So again, I'm under no illusions believing that they weren't thinking about Fallout 4 years and years ago, but they didn't announce it. They didn't say, you know, we're doing it here, you know, but and so on. But I think the main point is the fact that Slightly Mad are trying to crowdfund it, and we've already given money for this game and it's not working properly, and there is a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed. They are releasing, or going to be releasing, the 2.0 patch, which will fix, hopefully fix a lot of the problems. You know, things like the pit stop bug with obviously just basically flat tyres and it not remembering your your settings for pit stops, and all of the manner of things, you know, the random crashes and the optimizations and all that crap. So hopefully, moving on to the next point, which is DLC, hopefully the patch will come out when the DLC comes out. Now I believe the DLC will come out next week. If they're doing it monthly, then next Tuesday would be near enough dead on a month since the previous DLC release, which was the Racing Icons pack. I'm going to pop a picture on screen now. And this is basically their little roadmap of the DLC, what they'll be releasing over the course of this year. Whether they'll go beyond this into 2016, I'm not sure. I hope they do, because I heard they had a 2-year plan for DLC. So whether this is just a snippet of what we're getting so far. Now the next one will be track DLC, circuit DLC. So they do have the rights to the IndyCar series, and I think they've also got Macau as well. So I'd love to see Macau, but there will be a free DLC car. I place my bet right now saying it's going to be an IndyCar. Seeing it's very simple, because it's one chassis, 2 different engine suppliers, fairly easy to get in there and do it. So that's fine. The cars are essentially made to be the same and equal, and it's just all in the setup. So with the Indy car and the rights to the Indy 500, there's probably going to be some oval tracks. How many tracks, I'm not sure. 5 would be a nice number, but it may be ambitious because it is going to be quite. It's going to be a lot bigger than the Racing Icons pack in terms of the download itself. I've heard 12 tracks. Whether that's just 12 tracks for the year, it seems like a small number. 12 tracks for one DLC seems like a very big number. So again, we're kind of in the dark as to how many tracks will be released. I'd say 5 is a nice number. I would love to see things like Adelaide, obviously Macau, classic Hockenheim would be absolutely amazing. You know, spend half the lap just belting through the forest. That'd be fun, I think. So yeah, that should hopefully be out next week, and as soon as it does drop, I will be getting up early or staying up late just to get those videos done and out to you guys. So if you haven't already and you're watching this, please go ahead and subscribe, because as soon as it drops I will be buying it and I will be recording and getting videos out to you guys. The other thing I was going to mention is some of you may have watched my Formula Golf series. It's not mine, it's basically just a competition running with the Apex Stalkers guys. So it's basically a single-seater series. The first 3 races running the Formula Golf cars. The very last of those 3, there's 2 more that have already been done on Sonoma and Laguna Seca. The last one is Watkins Glen, and that's this Wednesday. I am considering live streaming it. I'm 50-50 at the moment as to whether I will. I've never done live streaming before. I'm not entirely sure how it works, and so on. I haven't got a Twitch account or any other kind of live streaming account, so I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work and what it's going to do. So I'm 50-50. I may look into it more before actually kind of jumping into it, but there are a lot more single-seater races and a lot more other race series coming with these guys as well. So it's not a case if I don't do it now I'm never going to do it, but if I do it, then I will announce it on my Twitter account. So if you haven't already, click the link in the description to my Twitter account so you can obviously get the heads up to that first and foremost. And if I don't live stream, then I'll definitely be recording anyway, so I will be whipping together a little highlights package type deal for you guys, which will probably come out on the Thursday or the Friday afterwards, or Thursday or Friday of this week. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to kind of run through, because like I said, I want to engage with you guys a little bit more and, you know, talk to you a little bit more. Again, and I would like you guys to engage with me a little bit more. So if you have any games you think I should play, or any kind of, I don't know, Project Cars challenges or something else, then leave a link in the description or tweet me, whatever, you know, you can do all those things. But there we go. That's pretty much all I wanted to do, to say and talk about. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe for more daily content. Also go and find my Twitter account in the description and click that and follow me. Not literally, of course, because that'd be creepy. And well, the last thing to say, I suppose, is I'll catch you guys, boys and girls, on the flip side. You know, I can't talk today, but peace. I've got to reload. No, you don't. Get out of my house, motherfucker. Oh, I'm close. I've almost captured it. Dumbass!